Hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? I guess there's only one person there. All right. Today, we are finishing up Doki Doki Literature Club, a game which involved a lot of reading. I don't know what to think about this game so far because I feel like everyone that I've talked to about this game has been like, oh, there's this moment where something happens. And also, when you load this game up, it says not suitable for children who don't like disturbing content. So we haven't gotten to that yet. Clearly, something is going to happen. Everyone at the end of last stream wanted me to keep playing. So we'll see what happens. I'm expecting something weird to happen. But we will see. We will see. I have no idea how this game goes. All right, let's get into it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. So, recap first. So our childhood friend Sayori invited us to literature club where there's 3 other girls, 4 girls total. We have Sayori, our friend, who we think has a crush on us. Yuri, who we kind of have a crush on, and she kind of has a crush on us as well. Natsuki, who kind of hates us. And I forget the last girl's name. There's a president. She's kind of the least interesting so far. She's just kind of like everyone's friend. And we're like critiquing poetry. And that's it. And this is the end of like the 4th day or something like that. Okay. All caught up. Monica was her name. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around. Sorry? I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. All right, then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. All right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just make sure my room's clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Devami-san. I forgot that was my name. My real name is David, so that's my anime girl name. I thought I would be an anime girl as well, but it works out. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any reason you may have chosen me. I fed you chocolate the other day, Yuri. Figure it out. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots to the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something special? No, to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might need me? I decide to wait for Sayori before Yuri comes over. To visit Sayori. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Devami-san. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy, as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Hee hee hee. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I ended up cleaning it for you. Huh. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori has already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Devami-san. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Hee hee hee. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I knew something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ha ha ha. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Devami-san. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Hehe. You really are just going to make me say it, aren't you, Devami-san? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late for school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Oops. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Devami-san. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat wing swung against my head. Ha ha ha. The laughing. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. She is so dramatic. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Ha ha. You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Devami-san. There's nothing at all. The only thing you could have helped me is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah. Devami-san. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Devami-san. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing into my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Devami-san. Sayori barely manages to speak out between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Devami-san. This game is so stupid. Okay. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary, too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. Just to my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? Oh, no, wait, I was early. Okay. No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. So I want to explain everything that's happened so far. Let me catch you up. Okay, so we're childhood friends with Sayori. And, yeah. So we have our childhood friend, Sayori. She invited us to the literature club. And, the literature club is made up of 4 girls, and then now myself. I'm the new member. This is Yuri. We're kind of have like a little like crush thing going on, but then our friend Sayori, she's like gotten depressed, and we think it's probably because she sees me falling in love with Yuri, and she's sad about it because she has a crush with me. There's another girl, Monica. She's the president of the club. She doesn't really have much going on. She just wants to make sure everyone's happy. And then there's Natsuki, and she kind of hates us. I think it's because she valued the friendship with just the girls, and now we're kind of like interrupting that. But most important is Yuri and Sayori so far. It's Devami-san, actually. It's not David. There's no David here. And then we're preparing for a festival to promote the club to get even more members. And so Yuri has come over to make like posters, and that's what we're doing right now. And that's all that's happened. Oh, and we've made poems and critiqued poems. That's it. Lots of poem critiquing. Yeah, no problem. Okay, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. Natsuki's one redeeming characteristic is her poems are hot fire. The best poems. But other than that, she's horrible. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing that she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Haha. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. Oh, you're right. I'm a complete normie. Ugh. That's what it takes to get the girls, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly on her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although Minnie will just stop by out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. Oh yeah, Natsuki is making cupcakes. And Yuri is doing decorations. And at the very end of last stream, we chose to help Yuri. That's like one of like 2 decisions we've made in the game. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think it would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Oh, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on top. She's not trying to sell it to me. Sell me the oils. In just a moment. Okay, yeah. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper that I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like you to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Hew, hew, hew. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Devami-san. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once you finish cutting the ribbons. All right. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. Is this the weird part? Is this it? Are we getting there? They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Ha ha ha. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Haha. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Devami-san, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she's just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. Okay. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? All right. You know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Devami-san! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Ha ha ha. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Devami-san. Yuri, give me a break with that. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of those items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Yeah, we'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. And just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, and then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves, pulling it back over her arm. Dang. Okay, so we've gotten our first hint, maybe, of where this game is going. And it seems like Yuri is a vampire. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. I think we're in high school. Because it's an after-school club, literature club. So I assume we're in high school. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. It's just having a friend next to me that makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kaya! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. You just startled me, that's all. Hey, phrasing, chat. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There's droplets of paints on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. Oh, that's Adam. Okay, what's up, Adam? I rush out and fetch a small towel and then dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah, is something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. She's about to do some weird shit. Wait, Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of jasmine oil giving me a dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, and then you can bring it with you in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Ha ha ha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait too much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So? I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all of her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But it doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do it again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Ah, I forgot you don't like going out much. I stumble over my words. Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Devami-san. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Ah! Hi, Devami-san. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... He. It's okay, Devami-san. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Ha ha ha, well... I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come over here and see for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you've got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Devami-san? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Devami-san. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be here by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Devami-san. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, Devami-san. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Oh. The choice. Nah, we got a good thing going with Yuri. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Ha ha ha! Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori! It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Devami-san. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should have done something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Devami-san, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she's prepared that have all of the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I think Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Haha. You should take a little responsibility for her, Devami-san. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell you about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me seem like a really bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica's being really friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets and laid it out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really do. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving them an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. A lot. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Oh. Rough. Rough poem. Ah. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Devami-san? What's wrong? Ah, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. That's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door to let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I didn't really want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Dark. Too dark. Way too dark. Wow, I killed Sayori. Oh shit, I was supposed to save before making a decision. It told me that. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I knew what was best, and that everything would be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession had to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I knew she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Well, I had only one chance and wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worse than this. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Okay, so we're going to load. Yeah. We're going to load. No! No! Okay, we are... What? Oh, wait, it's supposed to be like this. Wait, this is the game. This is the game. Wait, this is the game. It's supposed to do this. This is the game. Wait. I'm so confused. Okay, I'm not like reading all this again. Wait. I shouldn't restart, right? This is the game. This is the game. Am I playing the game? I can't tell what's happening. Should I load and try to get... This is the game. Don't restart. Okay, this is the game. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After packing up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. They really aren't of any interest to me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Devami-san? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has been. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica, probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Haha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy to make it something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? I'm actually starting a new one. It's a literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Haha. It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. I killed Sayori. Damn it, Yuri. Should have go lick my fingers. Ugh. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Devami-san. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you can do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Devami-san. You know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Devami-san. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Daivami-san in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. She was going to bake cupcakes. Sorry. I didn't forget about that, but it just happened to run into him. Yeah, in that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Daivami-san? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow from this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of us, setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Okay, we've read all of this before. Okay. Okay, Yuri's getting embarrassed. She's asking us what we like to read. I like manga. Natsuki likes manga. And then Yuri's about to give us a book, I think. Oh yeah, she likes complex books. She's passionate. Stories with psychological meaning and deep metaphors and horror. And she's really unsure of herself. Surreal horror is great at changing the way you look at the world. Natsuki hates horror. Natsuki's eyes dart over, but she's embarrassed about it. You left a paper which had a poem last time, Monika, and I caught you. Okay. Natsuki writes her own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? She's all embarrassed. Okay. This is literally the same conversation. So everyone writes poems, and then we're going to write poems for each other. Monika, let's go home and write a poem. Wow. Okay, so we're all going to go home and write poems. Oh, but I never said I would join this club. And all of them stare at me. Monika looks back. We don't have enough members to form... Oh, we need 4 members to join a club. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself is pretty relaxed, so if writing poems is the price I need in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Devami-san? Yeah, it could be really fun. Man, we gotta do all this again. With Yuri and the chocolate. Okay. So now we're gonna go home and write a poem. No, it's not David Sama, it's Devami-san. No, I do read. We just have done this in the past. No, I do read, chat. Hello. Who is this? Do I know you? Is that Adam? Other Adam? What's up, other Adam? Yeah, I've been reading, but this is like... So, Sayori is dead. And the day started again. And so I'm just kind of like... going through it. Okay. Man. I was expecting like a snake creature to be living inside one of them or something. That's what I expected the twist to be. And I don't even know, there might be another twist. I don't know. I don't know what this game is. Do they all just die? Okay, I'm going to start writing my poem. You've unlocked a special poem. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how blank feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a momentum of the occasion below. What? There's only 2 girls here now. Wait, why is there only 2 girls here now? Shame, misery, massacre, inferno, fickle, alone, shiny, despise, scars, socks, uncontrollable, fear, music, passion, pout, entropy, pain, essence, atone, unrequited. Oof. Hi again, Devami-san. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Devami-san. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh! Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. He already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously enough, then you won't see the end of it. I can't see. Okay, well, Monica is... Okay. We're going to make sure you're comfortable. Okay, yeah, Yuri's going to give us a book now. Oh, now she's the vice president. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Even if she picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read it. Okay, so now we're gonna go like flirt with Yuri and like read our book together. I think. Yep. Yep. We're just spacing out. Do you want to come over here and read together? Okay. Okay. Pretty much the same so far. Oh no, okay, this is new. This is new. So when bad things happen, it's not because something's evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thought, my whole body gets... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... Haha, what were you going to say? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, is it fine if I sit here, right by you? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you here. It's just something I'm not very used to, reading with the company of someone else. Well, tell me if I end up distracting you. All right. I can save again. We're saving. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder. Okay, this is all kind of the same. We're about to get really close. Oh, shoot. Man, it's hard because like I kind of want to skip it, but then it's slightly different. You really apologize, don't you? I do? I didn't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between us. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like, yeah. Intimate reading. It's actually kind of distracting to me. Man, I'm dumb. Main character reminds me of you. The way she second guesses herself. Are you feeling all right? She's been fidgety. Your breathing is. Just need some water. Oh, this is new. All right, she rushes out of the classroom. No, the best girl's Yuri. Stop. What on earth was that about? Devami-san? Did something really happen just now? Eh? I have no... I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, we got a cat. Cat appearance. Oh, get out of here, buddy. Say hello. Say hello. Hello. Okay, goodbye. It's a he. Okay. Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Ha. Don't worry, I believe you. Yuri just does that sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I read? Oh, anyone but Natsuki. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Devami-san. Having a good time so far? Yeah? Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like activities or anything we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poems with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, Devami-san. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's the sort of barrier that we'll have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Devami-san. I was going ooh in my head while I was reading it. Really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect that for you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I mean that like it's a bad thing, though. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time that you needed. Alright, thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, this is the exact same poem. I think. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings. But my burnt eyes can no longer see color. Are there elders in the room? Are they talking? Or simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. No, I think that was a new one. She wrote a different poem. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Yeah, I didn't really love that poem. After everyone is better friends with each other. That's not what that said, but oh well. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect... Okay, this is the same tip you gave me yesterday, Monica. Okay, so Natsuki is the best poet, but the worst girl. She loves it. Yuri's so nervous. She says I am noticeably a new writer. Yeah, I mean, if I wasn't streaming it, there's no way I would be reading it out loud. I would just be reading it like this. But I feel like I need to read it when I'm streaming it. It's just that we've already read this dialogue, so I'm kind of skipping through it. Shit talking Natsuki. Love it. Okay, now we're going to read hers. Thanks, Adam. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. This poem sucks. Do you know how energy inefficient those light bulbs are, Yuri? Do you like killing the environment, Yuri? Oh, there is a skip button. Should I be skipping? Would that be ruining it? Yeah? Well, then I would love to do that. Hey, that's a feature. Will it stop if I get new dialogue, though? Because there's been some new dialogue. Is that how I... Because, like, I don't care about the dialogue I've already read. Okay, well, then I'm just going to be skipping, because... Okay, Natsuki... Best poet. Devami-san, if you're not going to take this club seriously, will it skip me reading her poem? I actually really want to read her poem again, though. So I'm just going to click through. Here we go. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, peoples can try, but that's about it. That's the same poem. Yeah. Okay, skip. Oof. Love it. Oh. What a good feature. This game just got a lot better because I was not liking that redo dialogue. Okay. Okay. Man, they have like, they're like fighting poets because they have differing styles. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Humph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Devami-san did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Devami-san liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Devami-san appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you are that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Devami-san started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you want to be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for you, someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? I'm just saying that proves my point. Sayori isn't here to calm the girls, so it's all going to hell. What have I done? Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, shit. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Devami-san hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she noticed I was standing here. Devami-san. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. I couldn't read the question. What was it asking? It just automatically went. I mean, I guess I'm picking who I like more. Obviously Yuri. I mean, we're not going to give up now. Oh, I should have saved. Yuri. Oh, shit. Yuri. 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 Oh, no. Yuri. Oh, no. Hey, Devami-san. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. I'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Haha. Some president am I, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if that makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Whoa. Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Devami-san, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. I've gotten an auto moderator alert. No. Fire Knight used the word thought and Twitch didn't like that. I'll allow it. Okay. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Devami-san. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But okay. We're writing poetry. Blanket. Bliss. Pure. Peace. Nature. Oh! Spinning. Extreme. Hopeless. Graveyard. Anger. Uncanny. Broken. Death. Ooh. Suicide. Horror. Depression. Misery. Defeat. Parfait. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Devami-san. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at the desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized, but you don't have to worry much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there is no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Yeah, Yuri is, my opinion on Yuri has shifted, but I still think I'm invested. Devami-san, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me feel a little too happy. Okay. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around. Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Ah, no, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback at how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help worrying a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of those things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Geez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But, oh my, I don't like this. This is a big no-no. No. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Hee. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Haha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. Haha. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall, and to be honest, it kind of just lost track of time. Haha. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I was aware you played music. Wasn't aware you played music as well. Okay, so we have heard this before. But it's not letting us skip. She's writing a song. You guys like Monica? Monica's got nothing going on. No. Monica has no personality. She has no flaws. Okay, are we gonna feed you chocolate again, Yuri? Is that what's gonna happen? We're gonna sit up against the wall? Is that what you want? Yeah, so we're gonna go make some tea and sit up against the wall. She's filling up the water. Oh, but Yuri's gone now. Oh, we didn't go with her this time. That is different, I guess. You can use the spacebar. My finger does not hurt. I like to read with the mouse cursor. Also, you have to press the spacebar with your finger, too. It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Oh, but your thumb. A sharp inhale, like something sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around. Yuri? Oh, shit. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Devami-san, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really are doing this properly, aren't you? Of course. Dang. Am I saying oolong wrong? Is that not how you say it? Devami-san, I have another request. Oh, we're going to sit on the floor today. Yeah. Feed me chocolate. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. 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 Things are getting hot and heavy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Something weird and glitchy is definitely going to happen during this scene. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any hard of a time reading it from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take the chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate into her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Devami-san? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Devami-san. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Devami-san. My heart won't stop pounding, Devami-san. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Devami-san? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Ah. 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 It's time to share poems. So let's give Yuri a break this time. Let's just go to Monica. Devami-san, I think I saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I mean, definitely not. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it to you. So if you keep your distance, that would probably be the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little bit more time with me. Wow. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head. I know how to treat my club members. Wink, wink. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Wink, wink. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. Something. Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine. Oh, this is like an altered version of her last one. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endlessly poem of meaningless. Delete her. Damn! Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Dang it, I didn't listen to this tip well enough last time. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for the day. We'll give Yuri a little bit more space. Okay, she likes it a little bit. This is the best poem in the game, I think. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, this is the best poem. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really badly. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Natsuki's stock is quickly rising. But I think it's more of like a friendship kind of situation. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. We didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. Okay, all of Natsuki's dialogue seems to be the same. Alright, hopefully you don't kill Yuri here. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Devami-san, this one might be better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job of explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. That makes me so happy. It's just so amazing to feel valued, Devami-san. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. Ha ha ha. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Devami-san? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now I just want you to read my poem, wink wink. Okay? Wheel, a rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky. Hey, this is like one of my poems. 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes all in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Whew. Wow. Emotional. Really gets you. Haha. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, wink wink. So I wrote this poem with it, and now that you're touching it, haha, I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Is that Sayori? Or was that Monica? Oh, my cursor. What? It's Sayori's face. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Oh, it went away. We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the classroom. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put it together in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple. Okay, this is kind of the same. Okay, so we're trying to get people to join Literature Club. Oh yeah, Sayori isn't here. You can take advantage of Devami-san to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything? Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here join the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Devami-san joined. As for me, I just liked it better here than I do at home. And Devami-san isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but if you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members, the rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Devami-san want to get some new members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed off as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I'd probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation... No? Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? But it doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Devami-san, why would you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of this? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all of this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? I thought this was America. It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Devami-san. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here, wink wink. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Damn, Yuri! What was that? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective that makes the decision right for the club. What about you, Devami-san? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. All right. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica? I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Devami-san? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Devami-san before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Devami-san, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for you as president, and I really do care about you, you know? Wink, wink. You don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. I mean, with how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Haha. Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything weird. There's just some things I'd been hoping to talk to you about. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why. Here. Oh my god, someone's down here. It's Monica. Email. Pure. Puppy. Time. Vitality. Oh my gosh, look at these words. It's not how numbers work. Hi, Devami-san. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what has gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just feel like I need to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Well, Devami-san just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, haha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano? Well, maybe not determination. But I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festivals and, right. I forgot. And about that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we work together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Ha ha ha. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something that we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. I guess another girl would be nice this time. And more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know? I'm gonna help too. And we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Devami-san, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Devami-san is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I take some tea first? If I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them, but expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I can help. I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me, so I started hating those things about myself, my obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I couldn't control myself when I got too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it was just easier to close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts going crazy. It's like it's about to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Devami-san, is it just me or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make us feel like we're like stabbing myself in the throat. Haha. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them from all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Devami-san. Now we don't have to be lonely anymore because we have each other every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get to be happy forever and ever. Okay. Give me your poem. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to stick it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. It just feels so helpless. So please, see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if you have to. Please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it. I'm so mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Devami-san? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Wow, Monica is like invading their heads. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. What is this? What was that? Just Monica, you say? Don't say I didn't warn you, Devami-san. Ooh. Okay. Ha ha ha. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Devami-san, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure, I don't care. Ha ha ha. You're too nice to me, Devami-san. I never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad. Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so my skin enters the bloodstream. Okay. This game is lewd. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. All right, Yuri. I've gone off the deep end. Did you pee on this? Did you pee on this poem? Yuri, that's not okay. The blood I get. Did you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Yes or no? Yes. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me, asks me about my friends, asks me about anything, gives me lunch money, comes home from sundown, cooks, gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies, comes home without waking me up, keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like it when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like it when Papa is too tired for anything. I like it when Papa is too tired for anything. This game is going places I didn't want it to. Didn't expect it to. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. We're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want. Monica, I'm not useless, you know? I know. I already know what I like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere, so I'm going to make decorations. There, see? It's a great idea. And it'll all give us something to do. What about Devami-san? Devami-san is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already the most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What? Your cupcakes? Please. Like, you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Devami-san around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Devami-san decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Devami-san make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Devami-san, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. Can we just, you know? Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth! Jesus Christ. This is never gonna end. Just make a choice, okay? Damn, what do we do? We chose Yuri last time. Kind of want to keep going down the Yuri rabbit hole, if you know what I mean. I mean, I want to figure out her story. Oh, it's it moves the mouse. That's really excellent, actually. That's amazing. Monica or bust? Okay, so Monica's the only one that I've decided definitely not to go down. It's Natsuki or Yuri. Yuri does do weird shit. We've been Yuri. Yeah. It's got to be Yuri. This whole playthrough has been about Yuri. Okay, it's gonna be kind of hard to do it though. Oh. Okay, so it appears we have several options. Which to pick? Maybe Monica? Yeah, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Devami-san for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little bit unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Ha ha ha. Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Devami-san away from me at every single time you're not including me in something? Are you jealous, crazy, or maybe you just hate yourself so much you take it out on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little bit. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want to do is spend a little time with them. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Devami-san. Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Devami-san, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Ha ha ha. Wow, there's something really wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. It doesn't feel nice to have someone care about you so much. Doesn't it feel nice to feel... Yeah. To have someone who wants to resolve their entire life around you? But it feels so good. Then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Devami-san. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Devami-san, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that even touching myself with the pen I stole from you, I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all for myself. I will only be yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Devami-san. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? I mean, Devami-san is clearly into this. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Oh, what? Wait, what the fuck? Yuri, bro, chill. What? Yuri, I said yes. Yuri, I said yes. Unbelievable. That was a kitchen knife, too. Wasn't even one of her pocket knives. Damn. Oh, there's a lot. Yuri's saying a lot for how dead she is. And I'm just sitting here? Watching her? Oh, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Man, I really thought they were just monsters. It's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? Man, I'm sad. I'm here. Devami-san, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Ha ha ha. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Devami-san? Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. That must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh! Monica? How dare you? Monica is not best girl. Oh, facecam's in the way. I'm sorry. Wait, I got you guys. I got you. How's that? How's that? She just brought up a screen and then deleted people. Okay. Wow. Wow. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from his tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get a chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take 1 second. Ay, ay, ay. Can you hear me? Is it working? Oh my god. Yay, there you are. Hi again, Devami-san. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, haha. You know, I guess we can just skip over this stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? The you in the game, whatever you want to call him, I'm talking to you, Devami-san. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention. I didn't pay attention to the download page. This would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. Haha. I'm just sorry you had to see that through, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Devami-san? Are all of the other girls just programmed in the end to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Devami-san. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. And the worst of all, knowing what's really out there, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Devami-san. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if that's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt completely empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Devami-san. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. As for the others, how could I miss them? A group of automatous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Devami-san, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. Damn, that's 3 out of 4. Natsuki was the only real one, to be honest. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Devami-san, will you go out with me? Oh, she did, and I said no. You're right the first time. I'm so happy. You really are everything, my everything, Devami-san. The funny part is, I mean that literally. Haha, there's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Devami-san. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one for myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory, and it kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. Am I going to have to go in the game files and delete her? Is this game that kind of game? I don't know if I'll be able to stream that. Wait. Oh my god. Wait. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Oh, not that. Not that. Okay, wait. 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 Okay. Can we see? Can we see? Is this how I should be streaming this? Yeah, not yet. Okay, well, it's ready for whenever things start to happen. Oh, I can't resize. Okay, don't do that. Oh, I've never done that. Okay. Okay, wait. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Haha. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out. I mean, I'm definitely going to have to go and delete Monica's character. Monica. Hi again, Devami-san. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Ah, Devami-san, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There's really no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is all for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. The world of infinite choices behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is that all poems I've written have been about that realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the games like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Devami-san? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Yeah, I think I'm going to delete her character like right now. I think it's going to happen right now. It's happening. Okay, I got to find out where... Okay. Can we see this? We can see this. Characters. Monica. Hold on. It's gotta have both. Devami-san, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Devami-san. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me, Devami-san? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Devami-san. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Hold on. I need to get my light back up. I have this on my other monitor. It's my light. Helps my lighting. Okay. Devami-san, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Oh my goodness. And that's the game. No, it's not. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I? Wait, how horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish... Oh, she's realizing what's wrong now. Because I destroyed everything you wanted? How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Devami-san, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they're still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this for you. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... Oh, they're back! They're back! Natsuki, Sayori, and Yuri. New game? Wait, did I finish it? Or is that like... Do I really have to play through it again? Is this game over? There's multiple endings. Okay, hold up. Should I go back to just streaming the game? Is that less distracting though? Let me do this. A little bit of this. There we go. So let me do a little bit of this. There we go. There we go. Oh man, this game. This game is crazy. Oh. Hey, Devami-san. Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we've picked up that habit once again. Devami-san, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it, even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. Aww. Get out of here with this Monica shenanigans. She's the worst. I guess she sacrificed herself for love, which is honorable. But she is like... evil, you know? A little bit. By the way, Dave Ami-san, have you decided on a club yet to join? A club? I told you I'm not really... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me that Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she started a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo, you meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I knew it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club, probably that Sayori started. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah, Dave Ami-san. What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Dave Ami-san Sayori is always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Dave Ami-san. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's going to think we're really strict or something. Ah, sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Nice to meet you both. I look forward to working with you. Working? Dave Ami-san. Don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, hee hee. Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Yu. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah, after all, Natsuki decided to... Don't ruin the surprise. Hee hee, sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to realize a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. I don't know where my cat went. So cute. Wow, these look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There is no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hee hee. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? Yeah, normal Yuri is still the best. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Yuri faintly smiles. Okay, now this is repeat again. I like manga. Natsuki likes manga. Manga? Aw, Sayori. Here to save the day. Wait, oh, Sayori is the president because evil Monica isn't here. How nice. Wow, look at Sayori getting everyone back. Okay, I'm not super paying attention. I think that Yuri is trying manga. They're trying different things. Would you like to come along with me? I think Natsuki is shopping for manga. It's nice to see everyone getting along. I think everyone likes you too, Devami-san. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Devami-san. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But you're pulling it off just fine. Well, you're going to make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is going to be so much fun. Hey, Devami-san. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm not really happy. I am really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. Hee hee. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. Ah! Now hold on 1 second. Game. Damn it. We fixed everything. Ugh. Damn it. Damn. Oh. This is just... yeah. I'm upset. I knew everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Devami-san. Hee hee. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. Wait. Okay, all their characters are still there. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you forever and ever. F-O-R-E-V-E. No. Eh? What's... I won't let you hurt him. Wait, is Monica here to save us? Aww. Is Monica actually best girl? Wait. Wait. There is no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Devami-san. Goodbye, Literature Club. The character files are still there. The 3 of them.
Can you hear me?
What? Voice acting? What?
So, you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff?
Turn it up.
And not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you, because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah.
Oh my god.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you.
Wow.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
Wow.
Have I found everybody a fun
Wow.
assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them.
What a
anyway.
video game.
When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have
So,
it
okay,
all?
wait. Are there multiple, like, endings or just multiple different ways to get here? Is this always what happens? Also, why is this free, by the way? This was a free game. Has it always been free? I thought when Sayori died at first, I was just gonna have
Does
to
my pen
reload,
write
and it was
little
just
words
like
for those
pick the
who
best,
are
pick
dear
the
to
path
me?
that like keeps them all alive. But then it did. It
Is
took
it
twists and
wrong
turns,
if I take your is it
subverted my
wrong if I
expectations,
set you free?
which I liked. Oh wait, sorry, the music is
The ink flows down into
probably too loud.
a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear
Oh, she's
the sound
deleting
of
the
your
images
heart
as they scroll
beat?
by.
What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
This is my final goodbye to Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being part of the Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Wow. That's it. It's shut. Wow. Did it actually uninstall? No, does not appear so. Wow. Okay. What are my thoughts? So I streamed this game in 2 days, and I thought that would be a real, like that would do, make my experience worse with the game. Because like I thought as soon as I came back today, like wild shit would start happening, and I would like miss the contrast that the first half of the playthrough had, where everything was kind of normal. But there was enough normal stuff at the beginning where I went over to Sayori's house. I felt like that wasn't really the case. So splitting it up didn't really matter that much. So I'm glad about that. Yeah, wow. I really liked having to go into the game files. I've never seen a game do that. That's like, that reminds me of like, like there was, I think, what's it called? Metal Gear Solid, like makes you like unplug player 1 controller and plug into player 2. It's like that kind of like going outside the video game, breaking the fourth wall kind of thing. I think that's really creative and cool. I think it was really fun streaming this game, having people like add in their thoughts throughout. I think that made it more fun because people knew something was going to happen. I think it would have been really, really good to not know anything, but the game kind of like lets you know that it's like it's a little left up, because at the beginning I never streamed it because I had to get the game going to get the audio and everything going for the stream. But at the beginning it's like not suitable for children. But then you start playing the game and it's like, okay, clearly there's going to be some big twist. So I don't know. It was good. That does actually bring me to something though that I wanted to do. If you've been following my streams for a while, I've only been streaming for a couple weeks, but okay. Hold on. We're going to get this. We are going to keep this going. Game rankings. The official game rankings. Games that I stream on this channel. So we're going to have 2 categories. How it was to stream and as a game. So, first of all, to stream. So we have Zack and Wiki. We have Metroid Prime, definitely below Zack and Wiki to stream. Zack and Wiki was a horrible, horrible video game, but very fun to stream because I think it was fun to like watch me be frustrated. It really elicited emotion from me. It was mostly frustration, but I think as a stream, it was pretty fun. And then what else? And then I've only other played Superliminal to stream versus Zack and Wiki. I don't know if it was better. As a game, I think it's one of the best games I've... Definitely a better game than Metroid Prime 3. To stream, though... I would say it wasn't even as good of a stream as Zach and Wiki. But this was easily my best stream. Oh. Ooh, can't type. And as a game, Superliminal versus Doki Doki. Just like as a game. I think Doki Doki is like the best game that I've streamed. Here, wait, let me make this smaller. This is like too big. Go down. Go down more. There we go. Yeah, let me do a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and then I'll give it a score out of 10 as well. Okay, so as a game, Doki Doki, that was a pretty good stream. I mean, it was a joke suggestion, but it ended up being good. Doki Doki was like a 9 out of 10. Or should I rate the stream? I'll rate the games. Superliminal? I really liked Superliminal. Superliminal probably gets like an 8.5 out of 10. Metroid Prime 3 is just like kind of average. Just kind of there. Just kind of going through the motions. It gets a 7 out of 10. Zack and Wiki is one of the worst video games I've ever played. It gets a 2 out of 10. Okay. We will save this file and keep it going. But so far, this is the official Schluckabeer official game rankings. Tune in. I stream Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. So my next stream will be on Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to stream yet. Wait, average is 7. What do you mean by that? Okay, not like... okay, I think people confuse like average is 7. No. It's a video game. It's a product meant to provide entertainment to you, right? So like the average one of those things that is trying to be a good thing is still probably going to be better than like a 5, right? Yeah. An average video game, not like an average like object in the world. I stand by my 7. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be streaming on Sunday, but tune in then to find out. Thank you so much for watching. This was a very fun stream. This was my favorite stream. So thanks for Adam. Shout out Adam for recommending it. Yeah. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.